one of the world's greatest gospel singers, and guitar virtuoso, the inimitable Sister Rosetta Tharpe.
In the summer of 1964, in the pouring rain, from a disused railway station outside Manchester, a 49-year-old African-American woman with an electric guitar appeared on British television. Viewers had never seen anything quite like it.
Good afternoon, family. Hope you guys are doing amazing. Good afternoon, literally from you guys. And 4 minutes past 8 p.m. right in the 254. Karibuni sana to yet another beautiful conversation of the Africa Today show. My name is Joby. To everyone on all our YouTube channels, today we're not on Rumble, rather on BitChute. We're going to be on all our YouTube channels. So karibu sana, wherever this is catching you live from, welcome. And I hope you're having an easy Tuesday afternoon as we talk about still the Somalians. Shout out to Keith, he's still on with the conversation. Looking forward to him joining us just in a few, but we're going to talk about also what is happening in Kenya. Kenya can no longer borrow. I want to start with that because that is actually looking at what I was discussing today on my show, the Pan-African Bliss, looking at how our system is stealing a lot of funds daily. You're talking about 7 billion, and if you put this amount in collectively, literally collective, in a year, how much is being stolen, it's a lot, and literally which can be used correctly. If they want to use it correctly, you can literally build good hospitals, good roads. We can literally give or provide job opportunities, unlike sending our people away for greener pastures. We're going to talk a little bit also about Uganda. Today, there was heavy campaign in Uganda, and of course, a little bit of a documentary coming from Larry Madowo. Literally, he's gained a name from that, traveling African countries or countries that actually, especially African countries and specifically East Africa, because it comes from Kenya, shining light on the political side to the young people to see the daily events, because most of the times when these things are happening, if not the nation itself shutting down the mainstream medias, people are not allowed to even the mainstream medias themselves are not allowed to stream these conversations or these political things that are happening in the country. We've seen this on repeat. Just in Tanzania, we had internet shutdown for literally 5 days. In Uganda, the same thing is expected to happen. We have Museveni has already warned the people to stay aware, literally, and so much also coming from. We're going to talk a little bit also about how integration shifted the shifted the Black people, from the Black wealth. And also talking about that, I'm going to be sharing a little bit of videos. We're going to talk also a little bit of what is happening when we saw, this is 5 days ago, the U.S. seizing oil tankers departing Venezuela, and that they were claiming this word, they were claiming these are drugs being trafficked and all that. We're going to discuss a little bit about that. And maybe last but not least, as we look forward to start with the Somali, talk about also Rep Nancy, Rep Nancy Mace, the wife of late Charlie Kirk. She has announced on literally introducing legislation to rename Black Lives Matter Plaza after Charlie Kirk. So we're going to be discussing on that. Karibuni sana once again, but a quick reminder before we get started to download our app on the Google Play Store. Blackout Fire Network is the name. You can get yourself amazing supplements. Your health is your wealth. But today, I keep on sharing this song a lot. This is Sister Rosetta and Sister Rosetta Tharpe, if I'm pronouncing her name correctly. Let's look a little bit of our story because we don't know this.
With her distinctive style of singing and playing, this remarkable performer would profoundly influence the course of popular music.
Didn't it rain, children? Rain, oh yes. Didn't it? Yes, didn't it? You know it did, didn't it? Oh yes, how it rained. I said it rained, children. Rain, oh yes. Didn't it? Yes, didn't it? You know it did, or didn't it? Oh my Lord, how it rained.
She had a guitar that was made of steel, and it was loud. And she would just get on this one string and start banging on it, and look, the people would go crazy.
Never seen a woman woman so good at playing guitar like that, literally, personally. Even in our today generation, maybe they're out there. I just don't pay attention. But I feel like people have lost touch with music, like the real music.
She could play a guitar like nobody else. Nobody.
Let's do that
I think Rosetta was a hugely important figure. You know, she was really unique as a guitar player. She had a big influence on somebody like Chuck Berry, who was one of the most influential guitar players in the world.
She did incredible picking. That's what really attracted Elvis, was her picking. And he liked her singing too, but he liked that picking first because it was so different.
Don't you know now this train is a clean train? Everybody ride it in Jesus' name, because this train is a clean train. Oh, this train.
She had a major impact on artists like Elvis Presley. When you see Elvis Presley singing early songs in his career, I think if you imagine that he is channeling Rosetta Tharpe, it's not an image that I think we're used to thinking about when we think about rock and roll history. We don't think about the black woman behind the young white man.
All the kids who grew up in the 40s and 50s knew of her as a superstar. And so I think it's very fair to say that there's a bit of her snuck up in all of rock and roll.
This train is a clean train. This train. Sister Rosetta Tharpe.
Sister Rosetta Tharpe was born close by the mighty Mississippi on March 20th, 1915, in Cotton Plant, Arkansas.
Precious memories.
Her parents, Katie Bell and Willis Atkins, were cotton pickers.
We don't know too much about Rosetta's father. What we do know about the father is that Willis Atkins could sing, and so it's possible that some of her gift of singing came from her father. Her mother was an evangelist for the Church of God in Christ. Her mother was incredibly passionate about the church.
Rosetta's mother, Miss Katie Bell is what we called her. She was a very traditional person. And basically, she was what we called a stomp-down Christian. I mean, that's one that enjoyed stamping her feet and patting her hands and celebrating what she believes in. And the reason that I think that Rosetta really became such a strong woman was because of her mother. Because her mother, again, was the same type of person. She had no fear. She would take her guitar, she would take her tambourine, she would take her chair, and she would sit outside and play for people and try to convert them and to get them to go to church.
In 1921, Katie Bell left Rosetta's father to become a traveling evangelist for the Church of God in Christ. Taking the 6-year-old Rosetta, she left Cotton Plant and joined the exodus of poor black Southerners heading north. There was work in the great city of Chicago, and also something even more crucial for the young Rosetta. The migrants brought the blues from the Mississippi Delta and jazz from New Orleans.
Rosetta is often seen as a country singer, but that's a fallacy. Her major development occurred very early. She moved to Chicago when she was 6. She and Mother Bell joined Robert's Temple Church of God in Christ, and the Chicago Sanctified Church was bubbling with musicians and new songs. And so she was exposed to something that was new. It was not rural, it was an urban kind of religious singing.
It was at that church where she first really started performing, where she was the main attraction. There's a great story that has her being put when she's 6 years old on the top of the piano, holding a guitar, being put there so that she could be seen by the congregation and playing and singing and charming everyone with her talent and her precociousness.
You live, Joby?
Yes. There's something within me that's just holding the rain.
She told me that when she was a girl,
Yes, Kate. Karibu sana.
Asante sana. Thanks for letting me know. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you need to learn. I keep on telling you.
in 10, she was immediately seen as an all-purpose musician. She'd go to a revival, and
So this is the story for those who are just joining. This is the story of Sister Rosette Tampe, the godmother of rock and roll. And literally, they're giving us a background of where she grew up from, where her talent came from, which majority you can see she picked it from her father, but her mom was also a good guitar player, because I always love playing this song every time I'm starting the show. So a little bit of a background check of who we listen to.
she'd play her guitar. And if the people would get happy afterward and shout, she would drop the guitar and run to the piano and accompany them with her piano chords. And then she might get up and cut a couple of dance steps herself. She was a phenomenal showwoman.
On life's battlefield, when without pleading, my poor heart did yield. All I can say, praise God, there's something within.
All through her teens, Rosetta was taken by her mother from city to city to perform in churches, tabernacles, and revival meetings, winning the hearts of thousands with her demure looks, angelic voice, and unique guitar style.
Oh, have you that something, that burning desire?
She soon became a nationwide celebrity within the church.
That never does try.
And this Philadelphia church is one of the first she performed in, back in the 1930s.
I know. I shout out to Ricky Snow. I know it's it's white people. I don't know how to explain that, but yeah. I feel like white people like taking glory in our history. That's literally what I can say. That's why you find most of them telling our story, even without even having facts on the background of it, because you can see them trying to compare now this lady with some of the white singers who now ended up copying her style, because Black people were the original of everything. So I feel like it's just them finding glory in telling our stories, to feel involved, or to feel like they're part of it. That's how best I can answer your question.
Those who heard the young Rosetta were inspired for life.
When I saw Rosetta, I was about maybe 10 years old. Oh, she had the most beautiful voice, and the way she could speak to you, it made you feel different. You knew something was going on, even if you didn't understand really what it was. And that's the way it was with me, because I was a child.
That's kid there.
It ain't me, these black children, all this fucking nonsense. all this ignorant ass jumping up and down, shouting for nothing. Never.
It's crazy because I'm looking at this now, looking at the churches we have, some in Kenya. There's some churches.
The same way globally, black folks.
Crazy. crazy. Jumping, shouting.
Many of the hymns were expression of suffering.
They know you're the same people globally. It's the same shit globally. Same fucking nonsense globally.
Wanting to survive, many of them. And when she came and they saw the expression of her, the freedom that she expressed in her singing and dancing, it woke up the congregation.
Yeah, because from being a cotton picker then to, you know, becoming that phenomenal, it's really, really amazing. But literally, I'm going to pause it at that, not to dwell so much on that particular story and shift a little bit. I want us to talk about kidogo on how the integration shifted the black wealth. I bumped into a video of this old lady was talking about this and went deep. I'm going to share a couple of videos. We talk about the US seizing the oil tankers that were departing Venezuela in the name of drugs. And then we're going to go to Somalians and also talk about the wife of Charlie Kirk, who's literally seeking to introduce a legislation to rename Black Lives Matter and all that. So yeah, as we continue, I'm gonna share a little bit also what is happening in Uganda before I get into that. Campaigns are were heavy today, according to the videos I've seen circulating today. So many people have been shot dead. The police were using so much force on people. That is in Uganda's campaign today. Bobby Wine again with the masses. It's crazy because people are going crazy for this man, and as if you've not seen him with the same ops that Museveni is working with, is super, super crazy, but it's the mentality
exactly.
of people.
That's the ignorance. That's the ignorance, Joey.
Exactly. So literally a lot has been happening today. The elections are on January 15th, and Museveni did announce last week that the people should expect the internet shut down because they don't want to any misinformation about the elections being spread out there. But this is what was happening in Uganda today.
Free and fair election, I would be president already. Will this be a free and fair election? This is not an election.
You guys see, there's a video going around. Let me pause it. Museveni, this moron. Oh my God. Your mouth is full. Just saying shit no one even wants to hear about. Talking about fellatio, copulation. He said, your mouth is for eating, not for sex. Your mouth is for eat. You'll find it. You find it on TikTok. He said, your mouth is for eating, Joby, not for sex. You're supposed to eat with your mouth, not to put your mouth on a woman down there or we say yas. It's for eating, not for sex. Hey, stupid. Fellatio goes back 1,000 years, dummy. It's 1,000 years old, stupid. Thousands. The opposite is for that. It's for eat. Your mouth is for eating, not for sex, not for that. And what does that got to do with anything?
Exactly. That's what I'm asking. Museveni, you're talking about Museveni, talking about that.
I could just pull it up on TikTok. Say Museveni says your mouth is for eating, not for sex. It'll pop up, I'm sure.
Let me share this one.
This is war.
Before he's even inside, we're hearing that sound like live shots. Tear gas in every direction. Tear gas in every direction. It's really become a chaotic scene.
There is just a month to go before Uganda's general election.
Look at all this crazy stuff
is sparking outrage in the country. CNN's Larry Madowo recently visited Uganda.
Crazy because I even saw a video still going viral also on TikTok. People are being rained on and they're still paying attention to Museveni. I'm like, you're really the dumbest people, literally. You gotta be. For real. This guy has been...
I believe they get paid. They're probably people that get paid.
They were like, even children, even small children. Like you can see these people are literally... You're supposed to be at home, cover yourself.
Well,
before you
they're probably forced, Joby. He's a dictator. So that's those children with their parents got forced back. Nobody, listen. Everybody know he's not winning anything. Oh, are we on all our YouTube channels, Joby?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, cool. So you know, it's just another clown show. It's probably last one he win, and he'll be dead before the next one. Only gonna live as long as Paul Bear. So go ahead.
Uganda to see the election build up. He joins me now live. Larry, give us a sense of what's happening there.
Brian, the UN, local and international human rights groups are all criticizing the Ugandan government and President Yoweri Museveni for the extreme violence the opposition is facing just a month before the election. I want to show you some dramatic video from Monday evening in Kampala, the capital.
Well, they talk about the UN, all that stuff. They're the ones keeping them in power, guys. They just start the Hegelian dialectic, try to fool you. They're the ones who put this moron in power with the Kenyans and have kept them in power.
Exactly. For the show.
Opposition candidate Bobby Wine is driving past a neighborhood. Police are using water cannon and tear gas against some who appear to be innocent bystanders, market people, traders, even motorcycle taxi riders. But
I think at this point, Africans, if we don't understand opposition and what games they play and how they work together, we need to be smarter than what we're doing. Sadly, it would be very bad to see Uganda fall in the same thing, because I was watching actually this video just at the back office, and I was telling Kamlesh the same thing. It's crazy because these people are going to end up on the same path. Bobby Wine is going to take power, and probably if he wins, and he's going to be there for the longest time and as much as they'd want him, because number one, he's already been seen with our enemies, the people who are trying to literally get rid of Africans in any sort of way, all sorts of ways. So sadly, Africans need to be educated much more, literally more than we've been given. You need to do research. Your education is not giving you anything. And if you look at our education in Kenya, you kind of wonder what Ugandans have now, leave alone Nigeria. You ask yourself, what do Ugandans have in terms of education? Like, bet it's the same. If you talk about the classes, I remember my mom was married to my stepdad. We had to take one of our it was a child of one of the sisters or brothers, I can't remember, but she had to come to Nairobi.
Tell the truth. Your mom's
I lost you there. Didn't hear what you said. I lost you a minute. But yeah, I used to call her cousin. She had to come literally from Uganda to Kenya so that she can study, because everything she even when she was talking, it was so embarrassing for me, because every time I used to walk with her, I have to go translate to people what she's saying, because she has this Ugandan accent. She's not talking proper Swahili. The English is so fucked up. You know, even Bobby Wine himself doesn't look, if you listen to his English, it's really pathetic, and I'm sorry to say.
As they're known in Uganda and in the region, and many of them were just waving at Bobby Wine or just watching this convoy drive past. And that's the violence that has seen this pop star as he's campaigning across the country. He says the government of President Yoweri Museveni does not want people to see that he's got support, that Yoweri Museveni has lost support after 40 years in power, and that he is the man to lead Uganda forward. We're wearing some flak jackets and helmets in this story because of the violence you're about to see.
This is the man seeking to remove President Museveni from power after 40 years. He has incredible support among the young people. As Bobby Wine arrives, so good to crowd. There is nothing like it.
Bobby Wine wants Ugandans to sing a new tune. The musician turned politician is running for president for a second time. Nearly twice his age, President Yoweri Museveni is also running for a 7th term. When the former general came to power after a civil war in 1986, Bobby Wine was just 4 years old.
I believe that General Museveni,
literally Kate's grandfather, still running Uganda,
largely views Uganda as his personal property, as his family property, and he views us as slaves.
It is our time to change our future.
Bobby Wine accuses security forces of using violence to stop him from campaigning.
And it wasn't the Civil War that brought him to power. The Kenyans brought Museveni to power. Them no good corrupt ass Kenyans brought this no good town head ass nigga into power. See, people know, I knew it. That's why I researched. I said, nah, there's no way this motherfucker got no power without the help of Kenya. And I knew it. And I started digging, and I took me right there. I knew it. I knew it. There's no way this moron could gain power without the help of Kenya. Because I knew, or Tanzania. So I knew Juice and Aaron wasn't helping this idiot. So I knew, who's the other big player? Kenya. And I knew, and that's what took me down the rabbit hole. And yeah, Kenya put this nigga into power. Go ahead, Joe.
Kiwi. But literally moving away from that, more updates will be coming on what is happening in Uganda. We're looking forward to the elections to see if the people are going to accept still Museveni, who says the Gen Z love him, or it's going to be Bobby Wine, or are you going to realize also you have the same
The Gen Z love him, but all the Gen Z are running around Bobby. I used to know Gen Z around no damn a 70-year-old ass. He telling you like mouth is for eating, mouth for coochie, mouth for eating, mouth for sex. Like what? You gotta find that video, Jovi. But 70 says the mouth is for eating, not for sex. I understand. Glaciers over thousands of years old, you moron. Thousands.
Let me see.
Dumb old bastard.
Says. Always just talking some crazy things. Why won't you address the unemployment in your country?
Exactly. What's this got to? Who comes up with this? Hey, must be a bunch of videos. Who got anything to do with this?
Let me take this opportunity to warn our people publicly about the wrong practices indulged in and promoted by some of the outsiders. One of them is what they call oral sex. The mouth is for eating. The mouth is for eating. Okuria.
To eat.
Cham. The mouth is for eating, not for sex. We know the address of sex. We know where sex is.
And this ain't a new video, so he's been saying this over and over. This old moron's been saying this over and over again. This ain't the one I've seen. This is an older video. This moron's been saying the same thing forever. He's concerned about people eating. The mouth is for eating. So this what? How about you make some jobs and stop worrying about stupid shit? Wow.
He needs to feed these people even more, talking about eating. I've just seen another update of Ugandans have been warned not to talk about their Christmas, where they're gonna be, what they're gonna be doing, because it's going to promote people breaking into houses. I'm like, I thought Uganda had food. Like, what do you mean I can't announce where I am for Christmas? I'm breaking into houses. Crazy.
The electricity, the roads, there's no argument. But since they insist, so we have now to come out and say, please. Maybe this is also a good opportunity, because sometimes I don't want to divert our people in some of these social, cultural issues. But this is a good time.
This the whole president heard about eating coochie. What?
Crazy.
This the whole president worried about eating coochie. That's none of your business, moron.
Shout out to Museveni, that's the leader of Uganda. Shout out to Ugandans. But as we move away from that, we have a video here of this lady talking about how access, literally how integration shifted the Black people's wealth from their wealth. And they're saying that the access was prioritized over self-sufficiency, and Black businesses paid the ultimate price. The devastating revelation is stark. And when we could go to their inns, then we forgot. Let me share what she's saying, then I go to TikTok with more bunch of videos explaining the same.
So we gave up. We gave up and just our restaurants. We had restaurants, inns, and we could go to their inns. Then we forgot that man. In fact, I've had friends to call colored restaurants. The one that I'd go to this evening, if I was taking New York for dinner, I'd go to it. They call it the Greasy Spoon now. They can't. I don't understand us. That's the part I don't understand. We don't have enough race pride. That's what I see. It seems as though.
Yeah, so she says we don't have enough race pride. I don't know. But yeah, we also have this lady talking about the same situation here. Let me
Did y'all know that before integration, the black dollar stayed in our communities, circulating in black communities for 4 whole weeks?
That's what I showed Joby. We did a video about this like last show. Yeah. Now the dollar don't stay in the black community like with like 20 seconds. That's why you're poor. Exactly. That money turned inside because you only did business with each other. There wasn't no Chinese stores and Arab stores in your damn community. The only black people you dealt with. So that dollar turned in black people's hands and built wealth. It could only circulate within black people's hands because you weren't allowed to go to the other people's stores and shit. It was Jim Crow. It was segregation, discrimination, which Trump signed back into law. We're gonna put it up too. You mark Trump now destroyed the civil rights bill. Now they can legally in this country again discriminate against you. It's now legal to say fuck you, nigga. I'm not hiring you because you are a nigga. And we told you, goofy African morons, that you were goddamn, you never been here. You don't understand people here. We told you, goofy dumbass Africans, to keep your fucking mouth shut. And understand, you're dealing with pure evil, wickedness. You don't understand this. So now, you're thrown in the nigger pile. They're going to start teaching you like such. Because now they got rid of all the laws where they can like play that they don't like you. Now they're going to turn your face. Can I get a job here? No, you're a nigga, and I don't like you, nigga. Ain't nothing you can do about it. That's what they're going to tell you in your face. You say, I'm Somali. I don't give a fuck what you call yourself, nigga. To me, you're a nigga. You're a weird-looking nigga because you got the big head and the fucked-up teeth. So to me, you're a weird-looking nigga. That's what you are to me. You call yourself black Caucasian, black Arab, whatever. To me, as a white man, you are a weird-looking nigga. And you're not getting hired. It ain't shit you're going to do about it. Or take your punk ass back to Somalia or Ethiopia. Because we're not hiring your fuck ass here. I didn't get to say it. Go ahead, Joe.
I feel like I understand now because now talking about this, where you're coming from. I mean, the black Americans and why you'd be mad at Africans because looking at this part of history and us back in the continent not understanding this part of history and why it is important when we go there, try maintain still, work with the black people there. Don't try
to unite. Try to unite, exactly. They didn't want to unite. They wanted to play tribal game, exactly.
Because looking at the black history, the black people were destroyed. They had everything all figured out, but you can see literally it was all destroyed. So I do get now more as we talk about this, now share even this, where this is why you should be mad, why you have the right to be angry, literally.
We're feeding black families, who were feeding black institutions, who were building black neighborhoods that were raising black wealth. But now in 2025, do you know that the black dollar stays in our communities for only about 6 hours? Yep, only 6 hours, and then it's gone. Back into the system that never wanted us to exist in the first place. I'll be the first one to say it. Integration was in progress. It was
destroyed us. It destroyed us. Thank you, you morons still talking that MLK shit. Thank you, MLK, you fucking plant ass nigga. As Malcolm X told you, MLK is a plant. This is fake. This is fraudulent. And goddamn, and anybody now they're getting rid of MLK Day. Martin Luther King, the crackers now say, we're getting rid of that day too that had been destroyed. We're getting that fake holiday, that MLK Day, we're getting rid of it. And so we said MLK and Juneteenth, we're getting rid of it. And we're getting rid of all the civil rights things that, we can't openly call you a nigga and say we can't hire you because you are a nigga. Now we're getting rid of it. Now you say, are you guys hiring? Say, what are you? You black? Yeah, I'm black. No, we're not hiring niggas. What? That's right. We're not hiring niggas. Click.
The destruction of the black economic power dressed up as civil rights
Right.
empowerment.
I mean, that's exactly. I told you that was on purpose. Because remember, most people didn't agree. Just like the Black Panthers didn't agree with no fucking Martin Luther King. Most black people, see, white people, they own the media. They gave y'all the flowery stories about MLK. And we look. Most people, most black people, did not agree with MLK. I know you think today because it's now ubiquitous. It's all on TV and all these goofy churches with these church handkerchief head niggas talking this MLK and Jesus shit. Most black people during that time did not agree with MLK. Today you think they do because that's all you see on TV and MLK and black people don't fight. Malcolm X told you hit a motherfucker in the mouth. MLK told you that white people beat you in the head and said, oh, let them beat you in the head and prove your humanity when they beat you up. You're like, what? Most black people say you out your fucking mind. We not nobody beating out whipping our ass so white people can see their humanity. What are you talking about? So all that crazy shit they're telling you, you know, that's what we and what's the first they tell you? Don't be violent. Don't try to get a revolution. Make sure you be peaceful. Be peaceful. That's the MLK. Be peaceful. Being peaceful never changed shit. That was a psyop. Only reason why when I showed you guys, it was the brothers in the streets going in the communities and doing what they need to do with white folks. They got them scared. None of these goofy church niggas walking around with your shirt in the church singing these stupid songs. That didn't do shit. There was the Negroes with their guns and their weapons. Said it's time to go to war. That's when white people came to the table because we were going in the community snatching their ass out of the bed. Literally. That was we gotta pretend like we're gonna do right. Let's go putting some act right on these motherfuckers. So none of that peaceful shit ever happened. Everybody told you with the fake Black Lives Matter march. There wasn't a Black Lives in 2020. When black people had enough, we start tearing down the goddamn cities again. And white people, they went all crazy. That makes them motherfucking act right for a little while. See, when we get violent, don't ever believe that peaceful shit never changed nothing. Because that's all the white man understands is violence. I think he stole the world. He didn't steal the world by saying, hey, Kenyans, Nigerians, Jamaicans, South Africans, give me your land, be peaceful, and give me your shit, and make me rich, and you stay in poverty. He did that peacefully. Or did he knock you in the motherfucking mouth and knock you upside your head? They want to give black people that peaceful shit. When they never got none of the wealth they got from being peaceful. It was always through violence, death, wrath, murder, violence. So, yeah. So we lost a whole economic base following some fake, half-baked, moronic ass preacher, hustler nigga called Malcolm X. Called MLK, who was lusting after white women. See, they leave out that story that MLK was lusting after white coochie too. And he proposed to his white woman at Boston University. Where did MLK go to college? Is that a Boston University or Boston College? Put this up for me real quick, Joe, real quick. Ask Google. Say, where did Martin Luther King Jr. go to college? Is that a Boston University or Boston College? It's two of them. They got two colleges up there. One's called University, one's called college. You go to Boston University or Boston College? Martin Luther King Jr. You know he went to Morehouse, but he went to Boston for seminary school. Either Boston University or Boston College. Oh, they say what college did he go to in Boston? He either went to Boston University or Boston College. Either one of those two colleges where he fell in love with his white woman. And she said, no, nigga, I can't marry you. Now, I can fuck you. I can let you, I can let you take some of this white coochie, but I can't marry your nigga ass. You're a nigga.
Morehouse College?
Was it Boston College? No, not Morehouse. That's one in Atlanta. Say, where did he get his doctorate degree? His doctor. Say. Okay, just say that. Say, what school did he go to in Massachusetts?
Hold on. So this one which is telling me that he got the college degree. Martin earned his Bachelor of Arts degree in sociology from Morehouse College, his Bachelor of Divinity from Crozier Theological Seminary, and his Doctorate of Philosophy from Boston University.
So it's Boston. Okay, there we go. I knew it was I wasn't sure if it was Boston University or Boston College. So he went to Boston University. That's where he fell in love with his white woman in Boston University. Right? So they got to do the hanky panky, he got to put his penis in white coochie. But he wanted to marry this broad. He said, no, nigga, you're a nigga. So how's the dude listening for white booty gonna be ahead of a black movement for liberation? And Harry Belafonte, I told you, 20 years later in the 60s, even though he was married with kids, he was still lusting after that white woman. He was just thinking, why couldn't I marry my white woman? He's married now to Corinna Scott. Remember, he about to die. I think that was like in the 60s in New York over Harry Belafonte's house in New York. How he know his white woman? Now he's married now with 3 black children, and he's still pining over white coochie. This the guy that you love and follow. You want to emulate and all that old stupid shit. You don't know if Martin Luther King was a psyop. A small hat psyop. A cat with the hat psyop. To counteract the real dude, Malcolm X. Malcolm X was the real one. Martin Luther King was a psyop. He was the Southern church preacher. I believe in small times. And everything they did destroyed us. And Joey's got to be here. Go ahead, Joey.
It's an accident that everything that we built started to crumble after the access. We had our own stores, our own doctors, our own banks, our own grocery chains. We had our own everything. We were self-sufficient. And then integration came with the biggest con Black America has ever seen.
Right, the con game. Okay.
Now. That was the bait, and everybody fell for it. We left our businesses to die.
We fell for it because, pause it. We fell for it because we had the goopy MLK psyop, and we had generational self-hate that been taking us since civil rights. Since the Civil War. So now the best thing, we get to go shop with white folks. We need to go shop. So it's the self-hate that Black Americans hadn't come to terms with. We wasn't about the skin bleach and that shit. We still had internal self-hate that was given to us. You're a nigger. You're nothing. You're nobody. You're dirty African. And Africa's fucked up. You're fucked up. You're dirty, no good, dirty African. Africans, that's why you got the schizophrenia going on right now, where no one wants to be an African today. Right? We were called dirty Africans, and Africa's fucked up. And you should be lucky that we took you no good, wretched ass niggas from Africa. And now we get to go shop with Mr. Charlie. Mr. Charlie's ice is colder than our ice. We get to go spend our money with Mr. Charlie. So we're happy to go spend money with people that hate our fucking guts. So that's how you do in Africa too. So we're mentally colonized. We're mentally fucked up in the head. We'd rather go spend our money with people that hate us because we want to be close to white proximity. We'll go sit at counters where people will spit in our damn food. Just to say we're in a bar, we're in a restaurant with white folks. They'll spit all in the burger. They'll put their dicks all in your pizza sauce. And you're like, nah, 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 nah. Because they can't stand our black asses. Now we don't own nothing. And has it changed? Do they still like us? Have they grown to like us? With MLK, I don't care about little white boys and little white girls. They still want people. That never happened, did it? They still hate our black ass. They still hate our children.
I think I lost you for a minute.
where we were never respected in the first place. Integration didn't integrate us into power, it integrated us into dependency. And now we wonder why we're at the bottom of every economic list, because we traded circulation for validation.
Mr. Malcolm, may I ask you to tell us something about the Black Muslim movement in America? What is it? What does it stand for?
Well, it's number one, it primarily is a religious movement here in America that's designed to reform the black man or the so-called Negroes, reform us morally, and enable us to stand on our own 2 feet and do something for ourselves. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad, our religious leader, teaches us the importance of doing something for ourselves now, rather than trying to continue to force ourselves into the white community or upon the white man. He teaches us that if we would do something for ourselves, clean up ourselves, morally, intellectually, and otherwise, and then try and do something for ourselves economically, we would be recognized and accepted by others. But as long as we try and force ourselves in upon others now without having done nothing to
That's Africa, literally, as a continent.
prove that we are on any kind of equal basis with them, there will always be this race tension and race problem.
When you say force yourselves upon others, upon the white community, how exactly do you mean that?
Well, any form of integration, forced integration, any effort to force integration upon whites is actually hypocritical. There's a form of hypocrisy involved. If a white man puts his arm around me voluntarily, that's brotherhood. But if you hold a gun on him and make him embrace me and pretend to be friendly or brotherly toward me, then that's not brotherhood, that's hypocrisy. And what America is trying to do is pass laws to force whites to pretend that they want Negroes into their schools or in their places of employment.
Exactly,
So
pretending. Now pause that, Joe. Now remember, because now this is 50 years after that, right there, right? And when they passed the law, now they want to take openly in your face, nigga. We don't like you. We ain't never like you, niggas. But we should have already known that. Look all that fake Dr. Martin Luther King bullshit. That's fake. That's Jewish propaganda. So now they just passed a law saying, the civil rights movement's now been what? Overturned. They're gonna say we don't like you niggas in your face again. You're gonna be denied certain things. Oh, that means you too, you dumbass Africans. You thought I'm not Black American. I'm an African. I'm a Nigerian. I'm a Somali. I'm a goopy Ethiopian. That means you too, stupid. I'm a goopy Kenyan. No, you're a nigga. You're black. See, you thought the tribal shit would save you. But we told you, stupid ass. We don't play tribal games over here. Best thing you do is to unite with us so we can build a power base. Economics. No, I'm part of my tribe. I'm King. I'm this. I'm that. I'm all these. Okay. Now you're lumped in with us because the Civil Rights Act has now been overturned. And it's going to get real fucked up. Oh, buddy. No more playing with you African niggas. It's going to get real fucked up. You think the white man likes you. when you go with Somalis and find out they don't. That's going to be all you motherfuckers now. See, the things that we fought for, they now overturned them. What Malcolm X just said. They now overturned, Trump has now overturned those things. So you want me to say, I work hard, I'm better. I come not to be like the Black Americans and don't be aggressive. I'm a good black boy. I'm good as a good black African. They're going to say, so what, nigga? We don't like your nigga ass. And we're not hiring you, fuck boy. I'm not like the Black Americans. I'm African. I like you, white daddy. Can you put your cock all the way down my raggedy throat? Nah, I don't want my dick touching your nasty nigga mouth. Go ahead, Joe.
Makes a worse relationship between black and white, rather than if this could be brought about on a voluntary basis. So the Honorable Elijah Muhammad says that what should happen is the black man himself should learn how to develop himself in the same sense that the white man has developed himself. Then they can both come together and recognize each other as equals.
Well, how can the black man develop himself as a separate society?
Well, it's easy. He's separate already. The fact that you have Harlem, the fact that you have the Negro ghetto and the so-called Negro slum, he's already separate. The fact that he's a second-class citizen is a political separation. The fact that he's the last hired and the first fired is an economic separation. Only in this form of separation,
last hired, first fired. Welcome back to that. You're the last hired and the first fired. That's what he's talking about. Because they just come up to you, nigga, get all your shit up. At the end of the day, you're fired. And we let you work out the day. At the end of the day, you get all that nigga shit that you touched and all that shit you got. And don't come back here, nigga. Don't come, you're fired.
I've seen Somalians are walking, even Kenyans have started walking with the passports on their forehead because they're scared of the deportation.
Exploited. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad says that we should be separate, all right. But in this separate state or separate existence, the black man should be given the opportunity and the incentive to do for himself what the white man has done for himself. If you have an all-white neighborhood, you don't call it a segregated neighborhood, but you call an all-black neighborhood a segregated neighborhood. Why? Because the segregated neighborhood is the one that's controlled by from the outside by others. But a separate neighborhood is a neighborhood that is independent, it's equal, it can stand on its own 2 feet, such as the white neighborhood. It's an independent, free neighborhood, free community. They're not trying to force themselves upon anyone, socially or otherwise. But the Negro neighborhood, which is inferior, is begging for a chance to integrate itself into that which is superior, which is not going to happen. It's going to cause trouble.
Well, in other words, then you think the Negro has first to raise himself to a status of equality with the white community.
Yes.
Now, what happens, assuming that he can do that? Would you then be in favor of integration, let's say, in the schools or any place else?
When you are equal with another person, the problem of integration doesn't even arise. It doesn't come up. The Chinese in this country aren't asking for integration. The Japanese aren't asking for integration. The only minority in America that's asking for integration is the so-called Negro, primarily because he is inferior, not inherently inferior, but he's economically, socially, politically inferior. And this exists because he has never tried to stand on his own 2 feet and do something for himself. He has filled the role of a beggar.
Well, how can a minority group in this country, so-called, stand on its own 2 feet?
Well, I can give you this example by explaining the difference between segregation and separation. Segregation is that which is forced upon an inferior by a superior. Separation is done voluntarily by 2 equals. If I have children and they live in my house, I care for them, they're dependent upon me, and their dependence upon me puts me in a position to regulate their lives, control their lives, tell them where to go, where they can't go. That's a form of segregation. But when those children become of age and they think they're equal with me, they leave my home. And when they leave my home and begin to set up a home for themselves, provide clothing, food, and shelter for themselves, that makes them independent of me. It puts them out of my jurisdiction. And the fact that they can do for themselves that which I have done for myself makes me have to recognize that they are equals with me.
They're equals, exactly. Exactly. It makes you understand your children got to be equals. I don't know what the heck exactly. You can no longer dictate to your children once they're out of your house and living their own lives. You can't dictate to your children no more. They're now your equals. They're grown. They're adults. Can't dictate to a grown up anymore. Malcolm was right.
You're not gonna cuss me, like?
Cuss you are. How can I cuss you? That's an African creation. How can I cuss you, Joe? You're a grown ass woman, and now you're responsible for your own life. How can I come and tell you what to do?
Those are the threats I was getting personally.
America, for the past 400 years, has been like a boy in the white man's house, begging the white man for a job, for food, clothing, and shelter. And then after the white man provides him with all of these things, he turns around and has the nerve to get angry at the white man when the white man tries to control his life.
But how, from a practical point of view, can the Negro be self-sufficient?
The Honorable Elijah Muhammad says, number one, he must have a knowledge of himself. And this gives him confidence in himself. He has been brainwashed by the educational system that exists here in America to the point where he feels he was a savage in the jungle when he was, before he was brought here. And this
Exactly.
destroys his morale.
That's exactly. He's told that he was a savage, dirty African. Exactly. Now, Malcolm X in the truth. He told you a filthy, no good, dirty, backward ass, jungle-ridden African. You see how Africa's fucked up. You know, we all grew up there. See how fucked up Africa is. You niggas should be happy that we took you to slavery. So you have to be back there with them poor, wretched, starving ass Africans, your old family member. And he's right. That's what we were given about Africa. It is all fucked up. And them savages over there. You should be happy that we took you away from them other savages. That's what we're taught. That's what we're taught. And that's what you see the psychosis even today on TikTok with these, I'm not African, fuck Africa. Because that psychosis goes deep. Go ahead, Joe.
So the number one thing that has to be done, he has to be retaught, he has to be re-educated and made to know that he's a man like anyone else. And then he can stand on his own 2 feet like others have done. I might add, the whites who came here only, say 50 years ago as immigrants have come into this country. They have set up businesses. They've developed these businesses into an industry. Some of them came here as poor immigrants.
All poor. All of them were poor. Because the government, like they did some of these black people, gave these poor white trash people loans, money, land. They just get it. I told them, these white people just got here 2 days ago talking that fuck shit to me. You got here when my people already built the wealth of this country. That's what Malcolm is saying. They all came got land because white people want other white people to be rich. They got free land, free housing, free money, the businesses, all other kind of shit. We keep talking about we built the country. You white motherfuckers wasn't even here. The majority of white people got here 2 days ago after the country was already built and wealthy. That's when you got your white ass over here. Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, so let me finish this, then go through the comments, then we can get into the Somali. Then I think we can literally maybe continue later with the U.S. season, the oil tank departing Venezuela. I don't want to take your time for you to say I'm taking the whole time, but let me finish this.
Economically independent. Now, the black man here was so-called free by Lincoln 100 years ago. The black man in America has a purchasing power of $20 billion. Now, and he's educated. If the white man can come here uneducated and as an immigrant, and within 10 or 15 years set up an industry that provides job opportunities and educational opportunities for black people, then if the black man, the black leadership, who has access to all of this money and has all of these degrees today, can't use his talent and his know-how to set up business opportunities, job opportunities, housing opportunities for the black people, the same as the white leaders have done for white people, then these black leaders need to get off the boat. They're not leading our people toward any kind of independence, but they're using their positions and their education and their talent to exploit our people worse than the slave master did during slavery.
And they're good at that, very good at that. But let me go through the comments very quickly. Shout out to everyone with us in the building. I see Ricky Snow. Shout out to Sister Monique. Nice to see you. It's been a minute. It's been like forever. But we're doing great. Shout out to 10 Speed. Shout out to John Mosquito. I see Big Cheese. I see Jason as well. Shout out to Jiba Jaba as well. Karibuni San. I see Ricky earlier was saying Caucasians need to tell the truth how they stole all our music and turned our men and women into drugs and LGBTQ. I do agree. Sister Monique, once again, Karibu Sana, saying, Keith, you're still hilarious. Did you all see my messages? Not sure about what.
What message? We ain't seen you like in 3 or 4 years. Messages. What messages are those at?
Karibu Sana, Sister Monique, nice to see you. And also asking what channels are we on. We are on all channels. I'm on Keith Newsam Live. I'm on
since they gave us back these old channels, maybe that's the one Monique is on. I want to see who can still reach out to us through the old channels that they gave us back. So now we're going to be on the old channels too, see if we can gather without YouTube knowing we're doing it, some old people back. Because
you're already telling them your plan. You're already telling YouTube.
What can I do, Joe? It is what it is. So because obviously work, that's how we got Monique. I'm sure Monique is probably, I know she's now on the Black Eye Fire Network channel. That's new. I'm sure she's on the old Keith Newsom channel that got canceled 4 or 5 years. They took that one channel like 5 years ago. So that's why I have Joby. We're gonna do the show on all these 3 channels to see if we can find our old audience on these no good bastards.
Yeah, so Karibuni sana. 10 speed Karibu sana once again. John Mosquito again. Karibu. Sister Monique says Martin Luther met the Rothschilds with his no good ass. And I also see John Mosquito commenting on how
That's what some people said. I don't know yeah and nay, but some people say yeah. But I'm pretty sure he was. Just like Nelson Mandela no good ass. all with the cats with those fucking stinking ass hats.
And the 10th Speed said that Martin Luther was the king was created. He's calling him the king was created and deleted by the same small hearts. And also see it says the small hearts are different reptile than those other look alike devils. They're similarities, but not really that different. But I say their evilness is because if you look at their history, I think they're more brutal. It's crazy. Ricky says those mom and pop stores in 1960 to 1980 was great. Older men sitting outside under the trees playing.
They were great. One day, playing either chess or dominoes or spades. We go, and most my children and my grandchildren, they don't got no understanding that we had these kind of stores and this kind of community. And remember, because we never cared. That's when you can stay outside and run the streets and no one cared. No one's like, where's Keith at? Is somebody fucking him? Is he getting fucked? Somebody digging little Keithy's ass. We weren't concerned about somebody fucking us, right? We just out, free. As long as you got home, what your mom and daddy said, boy, you better make sure you get home before the street lights come on. And so as long as when the street lights get, oh shit, I better get home. It's dark. The street lights come on, everybody ran home. And your parents never asked you, where were you? Where were you at? We had so much freedom. Corner stores, had the girls walking down the street with the pig feet in their hand. All the fine girl with them pig feet eating the whole foot. From the corner store, Joey, eating a pig foot, Joey.
Pass me that. Give me the chicken feet instead. I'm cool with that. No pig foot. I'm so sorry.
I never had that shit. The pig feet was all goddamn big and fatty. I'm like, man, I gotta eat that shit.
That shit is so big, and then you can imagine when you boil it, it's like jelly.
Yeah, it's all big. It's all like full of fat. But hey, that's what the fine girls is eating. I said, girl, let me buy you a pig foot, shorty.
I'd rather do the chitlins instead than the pig food.
I'm not eating either one of that shit.
It says maybe we little kid to stop speaking like Museveni because pizza sauce is for your mouth and not for putting your penis in it. He says went to post office yesterday to pick up a package. There are over 50 African and Asians sending boxes. I stood in line for 1 hour. Crazy.
Who's that? Who's that, Ricky?
Ricky, yeah.
Yeah, welcome to Minnesota, you Indian nigga, you. you supposed to tell them you're an Indian, and they were supposed to get out your way. You're an Indian now. You're an Indian. What you damn? I'm indigenous. Y'all get out the way. I'm Big Chief, Minnesota. Good.
You need to have a pen and a book when you guys are taking those Swahili classes. Because what the hell is that you've written? It's not that. That sounds like some Asian. Karibu sana. Karibu, Karibu. Sana. SANA.
Karibu sana. Karibu means welcome. Sana means thank you. Asante sounds extra thank you. So it means welcome. Thank you. Come on.
lot. Sana means a lot. So when you say karibu sana, we say welcome. Like just karibu sana, welcome a lot. Like home, you know. Yeah.
Welcome a lot. There you go. Yeah.
She says Martin Luther was brilliant because he knew that white people would never end segregation. His true goal was to show the world white people violence and hatred towards us in real time. His mission was reparations. And Big John Mosquito says, am I on the wrong channel? I don't think you are. So long as you're right, we can see you.
Yeah, you don't see. Oh, you don't see everybody else. Well, we see you, Jenna. Don't worry about it.
Monique says, I finally found your channel. Karibu sana, subscribe. If you're on the WhatsApp, you should. I don't know if you're not on the WhatsApp.
What channel did you find? What channel you on? You on the old Keith Newsom channel? That came back. That's about the channel you're on. That's why I said me and Joe we're gonna use that to try to find a lot of old people we lost. They gave us back that old channel that they got rid of 5 years ago. Go ahead, Joe.
I said Jiba Jaba is asking where is Sister Janet. Can I tell you the funny thing? Jiba Jaba kid doesn't remember Sister Janet.
Not Janet. Now I remember. I forgot about that. I just remembered when Joby said Sister Janet. She lives in like Indiana, right? I mean, yeah. She lives like in Indiana. Yeah, Sister Janet might be dead and stinking. She was old. I do it brutally to see Joby's face. Like, well, that's right. She was.
I hope she's
Janet,
okay.
Janet was old. I could remember till just now. Let say, you remember Janet? Who the fuck is Janet? Who the fuck is that?
God, they kept on reminding you, like, what the hell is that? You don't remember.
I did not. Joby tried to spend like a half an hour. Tell me about this Janet lady. I'm like, who the fuck is that, Joby? I just remember because Jibber Jabber, I just remember just now. That's bad. Joby spent like a half an hour. Get Janet, Sister Janet. I said, Joby, I don't know no damn Janet. I don't know what you're talking about.
Jared Mosquito says, Joby, how many times are you going to Karibu Sana ask? Every goddamn
I just. Go ahead, Joby.
He's asking me how many times am I going to Karibu Sana him? Every goddamn time. You get the Swahili correct, Joe Mosquito. Is all through history we owned our own businesses and they were burned down and we couldn't stop.
Exactly.
All these problems.
Exactly. That's what Malcolm X got it wrong. We didn't build nothing for, so that's a lie. Every time we built, they tore it or burned it down to the ground and killed us. So that's what he got wrong. Remember, Malcolm X was still just learning too. From coming out of jail, being a hustler, sleeping with his white women, and doing all the fuck shit he was doing. So he was just learning. He didn't know a lot of his own damn things. His father did. Remember, his father was a Garveyite. His father knew all this stuff. But remember, when they murdered Malcolm X's father, he was still just a baby. He was a kid. So, and they put Malcolm X's mama in the crazy house, in the nut house. So he didn't know all this history that he was getting from Elijah Muhammad, moronic ass. So he didn't know that black people had our own cities and towns that were burned down to the ground. He didn't understand that, but because he was just Elijah Muhammad. Remember he's following his ass. So Malcolm was learning, almost like learning on the job. Remember, Malcolm died when he was in his 30s. They murdered him when he was in his 30s, 37, some shit like that, when he was murdered. So, because we always forget how young MLK and Malcolm X was. We forget how young they were. We forgot how young, like Fred Hampton. Everybody we had were always really, really young. The Black Panthers were babies, right? They were babies. The Black Panthers were babies. Remember that? The Black Panthers were just college kids, 18, 19, 20, during this global movement of oppressed black people, right? This global movement of oppressed black people they were doing. And they didn't understand that the government was going to come out, and they didn't have the wherewithal and the understanding to really fight the U.S. government and all its power coming down on them. They didn't understand that. So all these people we were fighting, they were all babies back then, 19, 20, 21. Because the youth start revolution, not old people. Old people, oh, I'm scared. Leave me alone, you young niggas. Like when Joey had that video she played a couple months ago, and the guy said, he said, are you gonna listen to white people when we start the revolution? He said, sir, I'm a play some Jesus. This ain't about no Jesus. Hear that video, Joey? Where you gonna be when we starting to fight these white people? You know, so you need to be saved with the Lord's blood. We ain't gonna be saving no damn blood.
Also, Jabba says the old times at the barber shop talking stuff, type of black histories or memories. Also saying the neighborhood Auto George was cool to stop and BS with the old and chill with the. I don't understand that comment, Jibba Jabba over there. But I also see Ricky says you told them I was Indiana. They look at me and laugh. And I also see
you try to put your Indian card on them, Ricky. Hey, you Africans, all your goofy boxes you're sending back to Africa. I'm an Indian up in here. You get out the way, and I go first. Then you mail your shit to whatever goofy African country you're mailing to. But I'm an Indian. And I'm indigenous, you know, good bastards.
Nice to see you, Karibu Sana. Jibba Jabba says like in New Zealand, some black preacher came up there. And I also see Monique says this makes my day. Keith and Joby, I've missed you. We've missed you too, man. It's been a minute. Welcome back. And I also see leave Sister Janet alone. That's Joe Mosquito. Jason says, yep, Malcolm X's mother died in 1989. I was 90.
Yeah, she's like 90 something. Yeah, exactly. She died way after he died. She died in the 80s, 89 to great. She lived for so long. Wow, yeah, because that's how young he was. So, yeah. I didn't know that till like 15 years ago that his mom had lived that long. I didn't even know that. I never really focused on his mother. You know, I don't think I learned that information maybe like 15 years ago that his mom was still living way late. I think they still kept in the nut house, right? Did they keep in the nut house? I can't remember.
It says, Akit, I know you disagree, but I believe MLK thought he could straddle the fence with this white fox and realized he couldn't. So then he went hard. At
the end, it could be. Who could I say? But don't make it. To me, I don't believe it because he seems too smart of a man. Okay, yeah, because at the end, he's like the end. Of course, before they killed him, his whole rhetoric changed, telling the white people no good. There's a burning house. We got to come for our damn check. These white people, yeah. Before they about to murder him, he was saying like white people have been giving all kind of reparations, coming and giving everything free. That's true. Should have been said in the beginning, right? Saying white people giving everything for free. He said they didn't call it reparation, they call it something else. But white people have been giving everything in this country for free, off the backs of black folks. Okay, he did get a little radical at the end of his life. I can't deny that. Can I say why he did it? I don't know. I don't know that shit he was talking for 10 years was a danger to black people. I know that. I can't say I don't know, man, so I wasn't even born yet when the motherfucker died. When he got murdered. So I can't tell you his heart. So true. I can say there's no way you can go 10 years talking all this integration shit and love white people who hate our guts. And just to me, and you live during these, we didn't even live during these times, guys. We weren't alive during these times. So he lived these times when the hate was in your face. You go, look at Joby. Hey, you pretty black nigga, bitch. You sleep with me, I'm gonna lock your ass up. What? I'm walking to school, sir. You'll walk to school after you give me some of your black coochie. Remember, black women couldn't even stop white men from raping them. Especially in the South. couldn't even stop that. So this whole integration, love white people shit, it rings hard to me. And then him pining over white coochie 10 years after the girl told him no. I mean 20 years after the lady said, listen, Martin, you're no good dirty nigga. I gave you some of my white coochie. Yes, I did. And it was just fun. You know, I wanted to see what the big black Mac was about. I wanted to be a black pole smoker. You know, I wanted to see what a big black mandingo looked like. Yes, it's fun, Martin. But marry your nigga ass? No. I can't bring your nigga ass back to my parents. There's no way. I can't bring your black ass back to my parents. I'll be disowned. So as Harry Belafonte, it's not my words, Harry Belafonte said MLK in 1966 was in his New York apartment. Remember, Harry Belafonte's a movie star, got money. Sitting in his apartment, he's got three kids and a black-white, still pining away over that white woman. What? I can't remember somebody I had sex with 20 years ago, let alone their name. I might know the face. I can barely remember my fucking name. He remember the white woman he slept with 20 years ago? Nah, you can't make believe he was trying to now become so revolutionary. I don't know. Anyway, it's time to bust these Somalians in the head. Oh. Anyway, it's time to bust these Somalians in the head. So, and my New Year's resolution, I know you don't believe it, I'm going back to old school. I will be doing shows every weekend in 2026. I'm back on the job in 2026. Now I'm gonna try to come on this weekend, but my resolution, since I fell off in 2025, is to get back on the horse. All right? Because a lot of shit I want to talk about anyway. But anyway, because it's bad to talk about the Somalians and Joe would have to really beat him up the way I want to beat him up. So if you guys see now, yeah, somebody got these big weird head motherfuckers coming to our house, talking to at home. These big light bulb head niggas. Anyway, so now these Somalians are all on TikTok talking about we need to unite. Can we have a truce? See, this is all fraudulent. Why should you have a truce with us? And now claiming that you're black. For generations, you told even the Africans on the continent you wasn't black. See, now, I want you guys to understand that they didn't just start that when they got their raggedy asses over America. They didn't just start that bullshit here. They told the Africans on the continent that they weren't black. They was some kind of white, they was kind of black, Caucasian, a black Arab group. That's what they said, right? So now they're getting hit in the mouth. They're getting hit in the mouth by white people in America. Now they're copping pleas. Oh, black Americans, let's all unite. Let's try to get together. We found the fraud is so deep, so systemic with these no good bastards. The fraud is so systemic with these bubblehead ass niggas with the fucked up teeth, right? Yeah, I'm going in. You can come get this work. So these bubblehead bats and bad body odor motherfuckers have now found out that they've been stealing all the Section 8. It's been them. See, they get to lump in with black Americans and talk that shit. These Somalians are, oh, you're on Section 8. 80% of these motherfuckers in Minnesota on Section 8, right? Minnesota, Ohio, and Columbus, and in Maine. Yeah, one Somalian on Fox told them, he said, well, when you come from a culture where you ain't never built shit, that's the Somalian, right? You come in, you're now giving all kind of free, you come from a system that doesn't work. Then you come to a system that does work, and now you get to pretend that you don't got 5 wives because in America that's legal. We don't give a fuck about your goofy religion. You don't get to say because you're a Muslim you get 5 wives in America. You lock your ass up. You're going to prison. So they get to pretend, like he said, they got these marriages, but they're on the down low. So they got like 5 wives getting EBT cards. They all getting EBT, right? And so they own like a restaurant. They own like a restaurant. So 4 or 5 of these wives work at Walmart. You know, when you work at Walmart, you can apply for EBT. So you got 5 women that are supposedly not your wives, but they are. You go work at Walmart, someplace, you got EBT cards, and they go in the grocery stores and fill in a restaurant with EBT, with food stamp money. So that was, and all that, like one guy said in Minnesota, he's a handyman, he said, man, I was working for a Section 8 company. He said, this is Minnesota, a black American guy. He said, I would have to go fix the Section 8 houses, nice apartments. And I would look and said, I would see a bunch of brand new cars. I said, how's it brand new cars in Section 8 housing? How they got their Section 8? How they got money for all these new cars, right? So this scam has been going on in Maine, Ohio, where these Somali motherfuckers at. So, he said, because he's the one doing all the repairs on all these Section 8 homes. He said, I'm telling you, 80% are all Somalians. And I'm thinking in my mind, how the fuck do they get all these new cars and they got Section 8 housing? And then he said, oh, now that I heard all this, now they've been scamming. Yeah, so I want you to go to TikTok. There's a video of a white man making fun of how say on TikTok, man films Somalian scams in Columbus, Ohio. The white guy's going around the whole Somali community in Columbus, Ohio. Ohio's spelled O-H-I-O. Columbus, Ohio. The man films Somali scams in Columbus, Ohio. And what you see is it's a whole big old scam going on. Same thing with the Section 8 housing, EBT cards, right? And also in Maine. So the guy said when he got here to Maine, the Somali community said, hey, you need to go apply for Section 8 and food stamps. He said, no, I'm here to work. For what? Because that's what we do. That's how we do it. And that's how the majority of all these fucking Somalis are owning new cars, because they're all on government assistance. They're taking our tax dollars, talking shit about us, being lazy and with your rears and all that old dumb shit, while they've been stealing like a mug, right? And Somali, they gonna get you out of here. You cannot. There's no solidarity with us now. I'm gonna show you. That's all black Americans. No. We gonna get your ass out of here. And shout to the Somali guy. He talked about the tribalism. When he came, they said, "Well, what tribe are you?" See, they want to bring that tribal shit here to America. They want to bring that backward ass bullshit here. That doesn't work over there. Proven not to work in Africa. They want to bring that bullshit here. And we telling you no. We're telling you fuck no. You go back to Somalia and practice that bullshit, that tribal shit there. But in here, we're not going to accept it. And so I'm also going to show you the other Somalians talking shit. Right? Some want to unite. But you got some other them talking about, we better not say that Somalians, we will fuck you up and push your motherfucking wig back. You better get your fucking mind right. With your 80, your 100,000 strong up in here. You're weak. You never had no black Somali fight no black American and ever win. We will knock you the fuck out. Knock you smooth the fuck out. So you get your women on here talking shit. Talking about, we're not going there, and period, and all this old shit. If you motherfuckers leave your enclave, come to regular black America talking that shit, you gonna get your wig pushed back, nigga. We gonna hurt you. Okay? You better be on the internet where it's safe, where you're safe at, because you don't got enough numbers to do nothing. You not even a little bit of numbers to do nothing. And we will peel your cap back, nigga. Peel it right off your fucking head.
Joe was recently That's no wig. They are still here. That's Joe Mosquito.
What you say? What's your mosquito? What your mosquito say?
That's not
What
their.
you say, Joby?
He's saying that's not a wig. That's their real hair. That's Joe Mosquito.
We know that's a saying in America, Joe Mosquito. That's Ebonic slang. When we gonna we'll peel back your cap. We know we'll peel your wig back. We know that's his real fake dog hair. We know. That's just a saying that saying we'll bust your head open to the white meat. That's what we're telling you. We'll push your wig back, nigga. so you being in Britain, let me explain it. That's a euphemism for busting your head open to the white meat. Okay? That's what it means. We'll push your wig back, nigga. I'll peel your cap back. Okay, these are all Ebonic slangs that you and Joby don't know. Okay? We're not saying he got a real wig on.
It's so funny though, because every time you think about it, it's so funny. You pushing the wig back.
We'll push your wig back, Joby.
Come see Columbus, Ohio, for
It is,
investigators. If you go to
but pause it. They found this lady. This black lady is actually written from a Muslim, and they told where she's at. And the Somalians came to her damn window and started throwing rocks at the window. So you bring your black ass out, we're gonna fuck you up. Right? I'm gonna try to find out on this lady's channel. Yeah, they found her ass. She told them. They found her ass. Go ahead, Joe.
assisted housing areas, you will find that most of the housing is Somalians. I would say about 80% of the government-assisted housing in Columbus is occupied by Somalians. And the parking lot is occupied with a whole bunch of brand new cars.
Brand new cars, like the guy said in this up. Brand new cars. Brand new cars. They walk around with expensive bags because they're living off government assistance. Oh, you Somalians. You going back to that fucking fucked up country. I guess you're going to sneak into Kenya or something. But you're going back to Somalia. They getting you up out of here. And they took away the protective stand. Remember, the Somalis, the Ethiopians, since they so fucked up, they can't get out these tribal wars they do, right? They were given protective custody in America. Trump is now taking that away, so he can get rid of all you niggas, right? The Ethiopians, you Ethiopians really got to go. You're some more disrespectful motherfuckers. I named all you people. Ethiopians, Nigerians, and then you goddamn goopy Jamaicans. So, right. Now, I told you, the damn Jamaicans, they run around talking about, Abuka. I don't know if Joby knows that shit. Abuka. The Jamaicans have shut their fucking mouth. You imagine how these Jamaicans always run their fucking mouths? You ain't heard no Jamaican, no damn. I ain't seen a Jamaican on social media. I ain't seen no Jamaican say shit. They ain't talk that shit with them goopy Jamaicans about that hurricane. The ones in America, I ain't heard them say a damn word. Nothing. Yeah, it's getting real. And you know you ain't got no black American allies. None of you Negroes came in there with your disrespect. And you don't got no black allies. We telling the government to come scoop your ass up and take you back to your shit old country. You know, with your supreme culture that none of you want to go back to. None of you niggas ever want to go back to your culture, to your countries. Ain't that funny? But this lady is talking about how, same thing the guy said in Minnesota, and Section 8 housing, she said they're all in Section 8 housing. Now I'm going to tell you, in the South, I'm living in the South. This will never happen in the South. You know why? The crack in the South is so racist, he'll never allow this to happen. Now, there's something with the Northerners up in Minnesota, Ohio, where they're a little bit more lenient, a little more liberal. Here in the South, you're never going to hear a bunch of Somalians in Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi, Florida, taking over housing complexes with night. You're never going to hear that shit in the South. Never. Because these crackers will peel your wig back for you. Right? Yeah, what? We got some other weird-looking Negroes. Didn't never happen in the South. You'll never hear this in the South ever. That's gonna always be up north, like Maine, Ohio, Minnesota, Wisconsin. You're never gonna hear that shit in North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi, Louisiana. You're never gonna hear none of that shit or Texas. You're never gonna hear that shit in Texas either. That push your wig back, motherfucker. Quick. Go ahead, Joe.
Shout out to you, Danko. Karibu sana. Nice to see you.
Have designer purses with EBT cards.
Yeah, see, designer purse with EBT
stuck up in their hijabs.
In their jobs.
Yeah. And then go to the businesses that are owned by the men. Because see, what happens is when you have a restaurant or when you have a little corner store and you have a couple of wives and you only have to claim one, then that means the other wives get EBT cards. And you can use those EBT cards to buy
So imagine they thousands of dollars in fucking free food for the restaurants. You see the dirty little scam? Thousands of dollars because they got like 5 wives, but they can't claim in America. They'll go to prison. They go to jail. But they are their wives. They're the sister and cousins and shit. You know, because also these niggas are inbred. They love to fuck their little baby cousins. So they got the cousins, the sisters, their mama, daddy, all these weird ass shit. And they're all working at Walmart or some other fucking low income shit. They're all on food stamps. They take all that food stamp money, thousands of dollars, and they get to stock the restaurant for free. For free! They make money. So that's how you ball out of control. And you got cars all in your fucked up housing, your Section 8 housing. Everybody's out there got new cars because the restaurants are getting thousands of dollars of free food. Thousands! See, because shit like that, you can't get no shit like that in Africa. Africa doesn't have these kind of systems. Like the guy told the guy, hey man, you need to get food stamps. You need to get Section 8 housing. That's what they told the Somali guy in Maine. He's like, what? Why I gotta do that? Because it's here and we're gonna get it. So them being black, those numbers add to black Americans. We get called out for the shit these fucking no good fake African motherfuckers who say they're not even black. That we're the ones on EBT. I ain't never seen an EBT card in my fucking life. I ain't never been on food stamps in my life. Never been on welfare. Never got Section 8 in my life. But these foreign motherfuckers coming and getting free housing, free food with food stamps. I'm glad that SNAP shit got cut off now. That food stamp shit. Free food stamps. And then got you going. I don't eat that Somali shit anyway. I don't eat that Somali fucked up food anyway. You can't feed me that shit, right? So they get to go in their restaurant and they get making thousands of dollars off of free food coming out of Walmart or Costco, wherever these low budget hijab wearing motherfuckers are working at, right? Imagine that. Thousands of goddamn dollars of free food going to your restaurant where it's just nothing but profit. It's all profit. It's gravy. And I said they found this lady and they threatened her ass. He said, she's like, I don't know how they found me. They found me. The Somalis are outside my house.
Or your restaurant.
Georgia.
Yeah. Or what you can do is you can get a home health aid company.
Yep, they know that too.
You only hire Somalians to work the home health aid. And what you do is you just make sure their paperwork looks right. It don't have to be right, but you just make sure it looks right. And then you send them out for those home health aid jobs. Y'all don't want to talk about fraud. Ohio, fraud and
Oh yeah, the Somalians
There you
have
go.
it figured
There
out.
you go. There it is. Yeah.
I went to the
we
Walmart
got-
on Georgesville to see if I could see people filling their carts or just kind of see what I could see. It's not the way they do it. They've got it figured out way better than that. Every single Somali restaurant has a grocery store right next door or within eye shot of the restaurant. The specific one I went into today had it attached to the restaurant. And wow, what an adventure that was. Stay tuned for more on that. Anyways, the grocery store and the restaurant were the same building. So they don't have to go to a Walmart or a Sam's Club or a Costco necessarily. They can just order everything they need to their grocery store that's right next to or attached to the restaurant that they also own and never have to fill a single cart. And I guarantee you, if you looked at the records of those grocery stores, they lose tons of money every year, and it's probably used as a tax write-off because those groceries are being funneled into those restaurants, with a daycare center on the opposite side. And that's the common trend you'll see. There's restaurants, grocery stores, and daycare centers, and also home health care businesses.
Like I said, remember they were scamming. They were scamming with the daycare since they were feeding all these children the lies. They were feeding thousands, only like 25 people. They were getting government assistance. These motherfuckers have been stealing billions of dollars. Nice cars, talking all that fuck shit. You done made the Southern white folks mad. They're gonna get rid of you. Your time is up. That's why they got rid of your protective, that goofy shit. They brought you in that protective status. They did it for you and them goofy Ethiopians. Okay? And now ICE is in Minnesota right now. Where you got the guy say, oh, I was outside, the rest they came and got me. No one gives a fuck about you crying. No one cares. You got no allies, dummy. See, you morons. We told you morons about allyship and leave your dirtbag tribal culture in Africa. We told you to leave your tribal bullshit over there because that's why shit don't work over there. Why you motherfuckers can't build shit over there. You're tribal. You're backwards. That's why shit don't work over there. Okay? And so now no one gives a fuck about ICE came and got me. Did anybody give a fuck about ICE coming to get you? No. They ain't gonna say they gonna come get you and get you the fuck out of here. That's what they gonna do. And now we also know for sure, we know that's a fact, that Ilhan Omar, they gonna get her ass up out of here. You gonna get deported, lady. They know that you married your brother. Trump and them the White House has released the paperwork. You being a congresswoman in DC that you got here fraudulently for saying your brother was your husband. That's called immigration fraud, lady. They're gonna get you up out of here. Ilhan Omar, the Congress lady from Minnesota, you're going, I don't know where you're gonna go, because you got money now. Now imagine, this bitch came here broke. She came here broke, but now she's supposed to worth $30 million. What? $30 million? Not from being no goddamn congresswoman, you not. How's Ilhan Omar coming from fucked up, broke ass Somalia, a refugee? Remember, she's a refugee who got over with a fake lie by marrying her goddamn goofy brother. These are facts. These are not me talking hyperbole. These are facts. She married her brother. She came as a poor ass refugee, and now worth $30 million. What? Got no businesses, ain't done shit. Let me go try to put it up. Put it up for me, Joe. Go to Google. Say what is Ilhan Omar's estimated wealth? Ilhan Omar. What is Congresswoman Ilhan Omar's estimated wealth? You sound like an African politician, not an American. Where you get $30 million from, lady? You came as a poor, fucked up refugee with no goddamn businesses. But now you worth $30 million?
Email on name. Let me see the.
What's it saying?
I'm trying to get her name correctly. Is it N-I-N?
Ilhan. So be is it I-L-L-H-A-N Omar O-M-A-R? You say Congresswoman. If you put Congresswoman in front of it, even if you spell it wrong, it'll pull it up. Say how much is Congresswoman Ilhan? So probably I-L-H-A-N Omar O-M-A-R estimated wealth. What is Congresswoman Ilhan Omar's estimated wealth?
Somebody put the name for me there. Google is not bringing the name. Kindly, someone put the name on the chat very quick for me. in hell.
They put a first name. Just say how much is what is Congresswoman Omar's? What is Minnesota Congresswoman Omar's wealth? I mean, estimated wealth. Since you can't spell her first name.
They're saying that the Congress, it's Ilhan Omar. Ilhan.
That's what I said. Ilhan Omar.
Yeah. The net worth is the net worth estimates vary, with recent reports citing figures from around $115,000 own state.
That's a lot.
Focusing on personal assets, up to potentially millions, with some GOP claims that alleging over $30 million, though
It's over 30. It's million. I know it may not be 30 million, but it's in the millions. How does a poor fucked up refugee from Somalia is now a millionaire? Make it make sense. Explain to me how some woman who married her own brother is now a multi-millionaire. Huh? As a refugee. Make it make sense. What is up, Joby? Go to TikTok. See some TikTok. Say Ilhan Omar marries brother for immigration purposes. So you said you can't be Joby?
Trump even said it on the video I shared last week.
Yeah, you said you can't be deported, lady. You came in by immigration fraud. Not only can they deport you, they can put you in prison for lying. But they're not gonna do that. But they
have a representative.
They're gonna deport you. Go ahead, Joe.
Ilhan Omar, who they say married her brother. It's a fraud. She tries to deny it now, but you can't really deny it because it just happened. She shouldn't be allowed to be a congresswoman, and I'm sure people are looking at that.
All right, guys, did Congresswoman Ilhan Omar marry her own brother? We're done dancing around pretending that's a crazy question to ask. We're going to use Omar's own records, the timelines, the people who were there, and give you the real answer. And the truth is even more sick and twisted than anything you could imagine. So don't go anywhere. The official story is that Ilhan Omar arrived in the United States in 1995 when she was 12 or 13, and she came with her father and her grandfather. But this is where the first hole in her story appears. See, Somali people get their names in a very specific way. Their first name is their own given name. Then their second name is their father's first name. So in this case, Ilhan Omar's father's name is Nur Omar Muhammad. So her middle name or second name would be Nur. But her real name is Ilhan Abdullahi Omar, which would mean that her real father's name is Abdullahi. Yet the Omar lines up because her father's name, Nur Omar Muhammad, means that his father was named Omar. Now, keep all this in mind because this is going to be very important later on. So in the year 2000, Ilhan Omar becomes a U.S. citizen. In 2002, she marries her first husband, Ahmed Hersi, and they have 2 children together. Now, they get divorced in 2008, and in 2009 is when she supposedly married her brother, Ahmed Elmi. Now, while she's still married to her second husband, her alleged brother, Elmi, she has another child in 2012 with her first husband. She doesn't divorce Elmi until 2017, and then she remarries her first husband, Hersi. However, just 1 year after remarrying her first husband, she starts having an affair with a political consultant, Tim Minette, who's also cheating on his wife with Omar, and then she divorces her first husband for a second time. Now, even if we set the brother rumor aside, that is a serious paperwork game going on there. She was married for 8 years to one man while having children with another man. And if you weren't keeping track, that means she was married 4 times to 3 different men. So who is Ahmed Elmi? Well, the first thing about him that's important to note is that his name is Ahmed Nur Saeed Elmi. Now, if you remember, Ilhan Omar's father's name was...
They all practice incest. Brothers, cousins, all kind of weirdo shit. That's Allah, boy, that little goofy shit. And as I showed you, most of these Muslim countries like to fuck their baby cousins, right? They want to be pedophiles and incest. They want to be ancestral pedophiles. Right? All these Muslim countries want to be ancestral pedophiles. Right? So this crazy shit she just, but he just even out the brother, this shit they talking about is crazy. Some dude she married and had kids by another dude by being married to another dude. This whole thing is fucked up. This whole thing is fucked up. This broad is crazy. It's cat shit. But go ahead, Joe.
Noor. So according to Ahmed Elmi's name, his father's name is also Noor. So judging by his name, him and Ilhan Omar have a father with the same name. Now, a story recently broke on Ahmed Elmi, and it's truly shocking. Apparently, he has social media profiles where he goes by the name The Dandy Daddy, and he's dressed very flamboyantly. He's wearing these short shorts. He was described to wear lipstick. He's also referring to Ilhan Omar's children as his nieces and nephews. Now, that social media profile has since been deleted, but I think it's very clear to see by just simply looking at this guy that he definitely has a little extra sugar in his tank. And if you have any doubts about that, Elmi studied for his PhD in gender studies and was a research assistant in queer theory. And he's been spotted with people like this guy. Not to mention that a friend of Omar and her first husband, Hersi, Abdehakim Osman, said that back then when Omar was supposedly with Elmi, that she introduced him to everybody as her brother and said that she was trying to help him with paperwork, and she never once introduced him as her husband. And their marriage was performed by a Christian pastor, and nobody from the Somali community was invited. Now, Osman said that's because a Muslim imam would have immediately noticed that they were brother and sister and refused to perform the ceremony. And not only that, but in the Muslim tradition, if a marriage isn't done in a religious ceremony, they don't recognize it. So they could say to themselves that they weren't married and that it was just for paperwork. And at the time, this was before Ilhan Omar was in Congress. Her first husband, Hersi, was actually more well-known in the Somali community. So Osman said the real scandal was that Hersi's brother-in-law, in this case being Elmi, was so effeminate and flamboyant and wearing short shorts and lipstick that everybody in the community was disgusted by it. But the bottom line is, according to a guy who was actually there, the marriage to Elmi was kept quiet. Nobody ever thought he was her husband, and it was done purely to get paperwork. And you have to ask yourself, why would Omar do something like this if Elmi wasn't her biological brother? She went out of her way to marry the guy, to commit immigration fraud, to commit marriage fraud, to introduce him all over to people as her brother. Going through all this just for somebody who was a casual friend really doesn't make sense. So that just reinforces the idea that Elmi actually is Ilhan Omar's brother. But if that isn't enough for you,
and the nigga walk around in Minnesota with booty shorts on. It's too cold up in Minnesota. Walk around with your booty on, booty shorts, nigga. What's wrong with you?
2021, a Republican research firm trying to do opposition research on Omar spent over $200,000 on private investigators. Now, they claim to have taken photographs like this of Ilhan Omar smoking cigarettes at her residence. They also took photographs of Elmi. But they said that they turned in these cigarette butts, Coca-Cola cans, all different objects, and they got a DNA test done. And the results of that DNA test show that Elmi and Ilhan Omar, with a 99.99% probability, are in fact siblings. Now, obviously, I haven't verified that. They have a website up right now. I think it's called IlhanOmarDNA.com that you can check out yourself. But obviously, if that's true, that would sound...
You guys know when they do opposition research is thorough, right? They do and she should have known, by being a congresswoman, that someone was going to do opposition research on her ass. And now they be throwing out your trash, your Coke cans, your cigarettes. You're supposed to burn that shit. So they got your DNA off your cigarettes you were smoking. You say you don't smoke, they caught you, bitch. They were spying on us. Opposition research. Took your Coke can, got your DNA out that shit. Got your brother's DNA. Say, you two niggas are brothers and sisters. Filthy bastards. Go ahead, Joe.
settle this case. If convicted on the marriage fraud or immigration fraud, Omar could be facing up to 5 years in prison and $250,000
I said
in
she can go to
fines.
jail. They're not gonna want to put her in jail. They're gonna want to just throw her out the country. They want to embarrass her and then say you're never allowed to come back in. They're not gonna lock you up here more. Unless Trump wants to be really, really petty. They want to make an example out of you. They like white people like, cruel jokes, like make you all fucked up, bring you back. But you're married to a white man, so you be able to go to Europe for a little while. But unless they don't allow you to be up in there, you're going back to Somalia. It's gonna be rough there for you. So especially if your brothers walk around in booty shorts over there, and that ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work in Somalia. They're gonna do something.
But the problem is that on the marriage fraud, the statute of limitations is 5 years. So it looks like that's already passed. Now, there is a debate on the immigration fraud of whether the statute of limitations starts to run when you actually discover the fraud. Now, if that were the case, then Omar could still be charged. But again, that's debatable. So to answer our original question, did Ilhan Omar marry her own brother? Well, based on the way their names are, the paperwork, the witness testimony of the people who were there, the 8-year sham marriage, and then the alleged DNA test, it looks very likely that Omar did, in fact, marry her own brother. But even if she didn't, at a minimum, she committed immigration fraud, marriage fraud, and she needs to be held accountable for that. Now, it's up to the people in D.C. if they actually have a spine to commit an investigation and throw her out of Congress, but the voters don't need them to conduct an investigation for us to connect the dots. And the answer seems pretty obvious here. Ilhan Omar is the worst of us, and she has no business in the U.S. Congress. Stories like this have been circulating for years for a reason. And then she claims to be a devout Muslim, but we see her being married 4 times to 3 different men, having children with other men while she's married. This lady has no morals, and she sits up there and she preaches at us about how we should behave and how wrong we are, and tells us everything that's wrong with the United States of America.
That devout Muslim shit don't work. That work in Africa. We don't want to hear shit about your devout Muslim shit in here. They don't want to hear that shit. We don't want to hear about your Allah, your devout Islam, your goofy shit. Take that shit and kick rocks. You don't care. So, it's almost time to go. Yeah, it's time to go. But that is one thing for just don't say, go TikTok, we're going to end with this, say Somali girls talk shit. They in their goofy hijabs. We'll snatch them hijabs off your fucking head. And then push your wig back.
Somali girls talk shit.
Say Somali women talk shit. I don't know if you're talking to black Americans or not. Just say Somali women talk shit on TikTok. Somali women talk shit about black Americans on TikTok. I'm trying to find them to a jab motherfuckers sitting in the car. Yeah. Keep our names out your mouth, Pierce. Like black American. Try to use black American slang. Go get your raggedy cousin fucking ass out of here.
Tiny piece of the population, some of the most vulnerable people in our country. But Trump based his order on a report whose author has made it clear that his goal is to denaturalize and deport as many Somali Americans as possible. This is not about crime. It's not about safety. This is about purging people like me from this country. Minnesota has always been a welcoming place for people fleeing a home country.
It's been a welcoming place, but not for you common ass niggas, okay? Like I said, white people don't see you as white. And you say you think you're white, you're black Caucasian. White people don't see you as a black Arab, okay? They see you as ugly, weird looking niggas. And they're gonna get rid of you now. And no matter how you're talking, they see you as weird looking niggas. Or niggas with Jerry curls, with perms in your head. That's your real hair. Shout out to you, Jim Skill. Thank you for telling us if I didn't know. They see you with niggas with perms in your head. Okay? But at the end of the day, they see you as niggas. Yeah, I know you did everything for 100 years. We're not niggas, we're not black, we're Somalis, we're white Caucasian, we're Arabs. The jig is up, nigga. No one sees you that way but you. White people don't see you as no white, no black Caucasian, and they don't see you as no Arab. They see you as a nigga with a fucked up perm, right? You're a nigga with a fucked up perm, like Joby mama tried to give her when she was a kid. They see you like a nigga with a fucked up perm. That's what they see.
No.
I'm gonna speak for my whole country. Love Jamaica, but I think quite a few.
My dad's Ethiopian, so one thing that I do have that a lot of Black Americans don't have is a sense of knowing where you come from.
We know exactly where we're from. Did you know Black America saved Ethiopia? That's how rich our culture is. The same way Jamaicans are from Jamaica and Black Brazilians are from Brazil, Black Americans are from America. We know where we're from.
How do you view Black Americans?
Okay, when it comes to us and Black Americans, we are just two different groups. We are strictly from South Africa, like from Africa, the roots of Africa. And I feel like they are sort of like diluted in a way, polluted in a way. You can even hear from the English accents, like the way we speak, the way we talk, the way we do things. Like we are not the same.
Exactly. See, I told you, they've all come in here with that fucking disrespect, and all these cowardly niggas have never done nothing. South Africans all fucked up, Somalians all fucked up, and the richest black people on the planet are Black Americans, not Black Brazilians, not Black Kenyans, sorry, not Black Ghanaians, not Black Somalians, not anyway. And our culture is the biggest culture on the planet, not the motherfuckers from South. Oh, and the anno piano shit, everybody knows that's house music. You're welcome, you goopy backward ass South African bootlicking niggas. That's house music that you stole from Black Americans, and everybody knows it. See, the jig is up. That don't come from you. You're welcome. But see, but you never see Black Americans talking shit about anybody else. You don't ever see us talking about their ass until they open their raggedy ass mouth to talk about us. We try to give them a sense, because sadly, as we're African people, we treat everybody with love and kindness, right? That's who we are. We forgive everybody. Come on in, brother. Oh, you Black Americans. It's like some kind of sick jealousy with these other Africans. It's crazy. We don't ever say nothing about you African niggas living in your fucked up project ghettos that you live in. We don't say nothing about you niggas. Oh, we just better than Africa. You better than us, and you live all fucked up. And you crap about white people that give you jobs. Help us white people give us jobs, and then make their own white towns. You mad about them? We tell white people, make your own white towns here. Cool, good. So this is what we told you over and over again. You got dirtbag cultures in Africa. I'm telling you right now. You got dirtbag cultures because you don't practice solidarity. You practice tribalism. And so you see all other black people as tribes, white people don't. And that's why they rule you, stupid. That's why they rule you. That's why you're impoverished. Do you know a motherfucking South Africa? You know how great South Africa is? You know that the South Africans are poorer than the Kenyan blacks, poorer than the Tanzanian blacks, poorer than the Ghanaian blacks. And you say you're better than the other blacks on the continent because you got a better developed country, okay? But you're still poorer than these other African people with less developed countries. You're the poorest motherfucking black people I think on the continent almost. You South Africans, you're impoverished. You niggas are impoverished. But you want to open your mouth there? It's crazy. It's crazy. No one cares. You know why? Because South Africans, you don't have any influence nowhere. No one gives a fuck what you say, what you do. No one cares. No one cares about the Somalians, what the fuck you say, what you do. But everybody has somebody, Black Americans' name in their mouth globally. Because we are the culture of the globe. Ain't that funny? And we never hurt nobody. We never said nothing bad about. We said we built organizations, Black Panthers, Marcus Garvey. You see, all Africans, let's get together, let's fight together. All you goofy niggas come from these dirtbag cultures. I call your cultures dirtbag. Because you can't build shit because you all at each other's throat. You know, there's no unity. So that's why you always run. That's why you niggas run to America, run to China, run to Europe, run wherever. Because you got dirtbag cultures. You don't practice any unity. See, Black America, sadly enough, with all the slavery we had to learn unity. So we were unified. We're not as much land because they destroyed us. But every time we start building, we come together as Black Panther. Unity. Build. Unity. And we're all a bunch, we're all a bunch of different tribes. Black Americans are from, let me do my last one, I'm going to go get out of here. Black Americans are from Angola, Congo, Nigeria, Guinea-Bissau, Guinea, Mali, Ghana, Niger, Cameroon, Gabon, Black America, Mozambique, and also parts of Kenya. So we got all these people in us. All these tribes that made up Black Americans. These are facts. I know you want to be pretending, but whatever. I'm giving you biological facts. So we come together and made all these tribes make Black Americans. And I think that hate is so strong with other African groups because you only got your groupie tribe. We're all these tribes. That's probably what makes us so great. We got all these tribes of Africa beating through our damn bloodline. That's why we are the global goddamn culture. Because we got all these tribes beating through our blood. From Angola, Congo, Gabon, Cameroon, Nigeria, Ghana, Senegal, Mali. These are facts. Facts. So, shout out to us. Your hate is crazy. And we don't hate you people. But we will get you, we will put some act right on your ass. And you're getting a big dose of act right. Because as Black people in America, we don't hate nobody. I don't think we even care. I don't think Black Americans are capable of hate. We don't hate you. We're just giving you some act right. Get our names out your filthy fucking mouth. That's why Joe, we can put them videos of them hating on us. But you can't put up a bunch of videos of us instinctively hating on other people. It's always us defending ourselves. We just say, the South Africans are fucked up. We save money and close down banks in America to help you goopy South African bastards. We did that. We fought for you motherfuckers. Not knowing that you would come back and stab us in our back. We fought for you goopy South African niggas. Imagine that? And we get shown disrespect for fighting for you backward bastards. And your goopy Anna piano that you stole from us. You're welcome, you goopy niggas. So much love, fam. Read last comments, Joe.
I see Drum Mosquito earlier was saying Black Americans still calling Somalians balloon heads and light bulbs.
That's right. That's right. Hey, you know their heads are fucked up, Joe. Just because you got friends that come in the house, you like, damn, this nigga head is fucked up. But it's cool. You just don't say nothing. This big head ass nigga sitting on my couch. You're like Joby. Joby be sitting there with them big head niggas too.
Big Cheese says, I don't date those Somalians, Joby, because that big head Somali baby is not gonna be. It's gonna be extremely hard for you to push. I've never been interested in a Somalian.
I didn't say she was interested in. I said she got Somali friends.
Joking, but yeah. I also see Thomas to say Somalians, are you gonna take that from a Black American scamming millions? If I'm correct, buying up.
Nah, it's billions, not millions. They'll take it because they know they'll get fucked up. See, we're not the nice Africans. Even though we love it, we don't talk shit about nobody. But when push comes to shove, we'll push your wig back, nigga.
Please let the white man send all of them back. They don't like us and they're mean to us. So they're mean and mean us no good. And mean us no good, sorry. Any African or Caribbean needs to go back home, then come back respecting us. And I also see Ricky says, I told you, kid, they are all live great, but I'm not mad. They all live great, sorry. I think that's what you meant. And Jibajaba says, who is the visa sponsor of these Somalians? It is organized through groups or individuals. And Big Chizo says, I believe Somalians in Minnesota are and being allowed to steal for all these years is the work of the little hearts. And
You know it is. There's no way. You know damn well if Black Americans set up a scam like that, we'd be arrested immediately. And Black Americans set up a scam like that, you know immediately. What do you niggas think you're doing? Shit. What? Let a Black American steal a few food stamp IBT cards. Man, locking our ass up. Go ahead, Joe.
Ricky Snow says there are over 500,000 Black in Minnesota, 50% in Chicago, and Milwaukee gangster, if I'm pronouncing it correctly.
Yeah, no, that's it. You got the right, Joe. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. That's where boy Byron Scott is from, Milwaukee. So, yeah, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. That's it, Joe.
John Mosue says the bootlegs are about to find out what time it is. Also, Jiba says, yep, I didn't hear any of the Jamaica fundraisers or concerts. And I also see Lando Karibu Sana, that's your name.
The Jamaicans have been hiding out. Nobody's been saying, booyaka, 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 and bumble clot. They've been bubble clot, Joby's bumble clot, they've been silent. They've been bubble clot silent around here.
Yeah, because we got bumble clot too, you know. When
they've been bumble clot silent. Yeah, they've been bumble clot my ass, nigga. They don't want to end like Joby showed that video of that Haitian doodling in that hole. This is why I use the bathroom at until I get myself together.
I also see Lando says, I'm gonna call you Lando. I'm not using that Danko name. Sorry, Lando, since you said it's you. And I says I was just in Somali. I think he meant a year ago. That is one confused tribal people for weeks. And I also see Big Cheese says those left-wing white folks are Black Americans' biggest enemies in the US. They fight to give everyone financial resources over Black Americans. White liberals are
us. Exactly.
Black Americans. And Jiba says that is Ricky says they be at some club and Costco coming over with pallets of food.
See, Ricky already knows. They've been Costco with pallets of food. Like he said, Costco and Walmart. And they talking about us, you Black Americans, your EBT cards. I ain't never seen EBT card in my life, you no good bulb head bastard. I'm gonna push your motherfucking wig back.
And Monique says ship all of them out of here pronto. And I also see Lando says Somalians and Ethiopians suffer from colorism badly. And
badly. The Ethiopians are just as bad because they're like these are the bastards. See, the history of the bastard, the African bastard. These are normalized bastards. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Go ahead, Joe.
Ricky says I was at Whole Foods in Maple Grove, Minnesota in July. There was 8 Somalians in parking lots with nice cars, Caucasian women. Their face was priceless. The Caucasian woman face was priceless. They were pretty girls.
They were looking at they were looking at these niggas like these niggas doing with these nice what are these goddamn perm head, bulb head niggas doing with these nice cars? What's going on around and the scam because the other whites that run the government have allowed this to happen. They know they've been doing it. And they did it on purpose. This scam is so deep and so pervasive, there's no way the government of Minnesota, the government of Ohio, and the government of Maine, these 3 state governments, it's pervasive.
Lost you, kid. We're losing you.
Oh, go ahead, Joby. Okay.
Yeah, but I'll see. Victor says, "Am I crazy? But it's like they asked the migrating Africans before they allowed them into America. Hey, do you hate Black Americans? If yes, come on in. If no, you can't come into America." That's funny. And also,
no, because everybody knows in America the ticket to ride you must hate black Americans. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that coming in. Everybody's seen the culture. They say everybody knows this is known. To come into America, Big Cheese, you must, to be down with America, and nobody won't get rid of it, you must hate black America. You must hate us. You must be rivals against us. That's known. That's why you see every community do it. Jamaicans, Haitians, Somalians, South Africans, the black ones, Ethiopians, they all do it. Like I said, there's only two groups. Nigerians, only two groups I know haven't done it in numbers. Ghanaians and Kenyans. Those are the only two groups, and they're quiet too. You notice you ain't seen no American Kenyans online, even trying to help nobody? You ain't seen the American Kenyan say shit, and you ain't seen the American Ghanaian say a damn thing to try to help the Nigerian. You ain't heard the American. All I seen that one Kenyan brother say, the black Americans told y'all ass what the hell happens. Y'all should have listened. You ain't seen no Kenyans, the black American Kenyans, jump out no window with none of these other motherfuckers at all.
Been raised well, you know. We know when we go to a guest house where you're supposed to behave, not acting like you own the house. That's crazy. And I also see Big Cheese says white folks are cold-blooded. They help cheat the system, then expose you, and they leave you all by yourself to fight the system. Evil genius, I must admit. And
it is. They leave you off. They bring you in, let you rob the system, because they know eventually they're going to come back and fuck you up. Exactly. So they're leaving the Somalians out there hanging to dry. They let them come in, steal the money. Now they're going to leave them all fucked up and busted on the side of the road. That's how you do somebody. You leave them all fucked up and busted up on the side of the road. You ever get a talk, get out of the car. You're all busted up on the side of the road, all fucked up. That's right.
The only two black groups are the only two black groups the white man respects are I think it didn't say that, but I also see Nate Karibu Sana, hope you're doing great. Yeah, with all the comments there. Africans hate being black, but always talking about this so-called culture. That's John Mosquito.
Exactly. That shit funny. They always talking about they hate being black. But I always want to tell you about their goofy culture, which they can never stay and fight for. They always run across, like you ever got the nigga going from Nigeria going across the desert. I'm trying to get to a new life. They always want to tell you about their goofy culture. That's when they never want to stay and fight for their goofy culture in their homeland. We don't want your goofy culture here. Go back home where you say it was great at. Don't do it there. Why do the work there where you say it was great? That ain't Joey.
John Mosquito says, Big Chi says, as a South African, we don't want you. Black Americans say, we don't care. But literally, we're going to come to the end right there. Thank you so much to everyone who was tuned in.
I'm not going to say that because I got nothing but love in South Africa. So I don't know what they're talking about. I'm in South Africa. I ain't going to lie. I think they're going to watch, guys. A couple of you, me and Joey, and all this, we're going to go to South Africa. I think I'm going to get more love than my Kenyan staff. Watch and see. They're gonna watch. They're gonna think the Kenyans are trying to stay there or some shit. What are you doing here? We came to visit. We're not poor. We came to see how our other brothers live. Well, you make sure you get your way up out of here when it's time to go.
You can talk to me like that, personally.
I came and listen to my Anna piano. Okay, but when it's time to go, it's time to go.
I'm respectful, but I don't love it. No, I don't. But anyway, family, you're gonna
what's up, family? Fun show.
Thank you so much, everyone was tuned in. I hope you guys, those who have literally come up with us.
We'll keep using these channels to find. Hopefully, we found Monique. We'll keep using these channels to find everybody. So that's why I said, let's see if we can find her. See if we can find Janet if she's still living. I don't know. She was old.
Thank you so much. Shout to Sister Monique. Nice to see you. And of course, keep coming. We're gonna be on the channel.
I didn't remember Janet till the Jibber Jabber said, what about Sister Janet? And Joey said, Keith Janet. I said, I don't know no damn Janet. Who the fuck is that?
You
yeah, because I push your motherfucking wig back.
Mine. I'm having some beautiful day. See you guys tomorrow. Same
Much
time,
love,
same.
family. Much love, family.